Hi everyone, it's me, 4C Diva. Guys, I have a great show for you today. Basically, what I'm going to be talking about is, why is it that I'm not losing weight? That's the question that a lot of people ask. And today, I want to help answer that question for you. Okay, you work out every day, you're eating right, you're doing everything right, you live in the gym, but yet the pounds won't come off. So what we're going to talk about today are some of the reasons that might be hindering your weight loss. Number one is that you don't drink enough water. Sure, we see plenty of people just, walk around with a water bottle all the time, but how much water are they really drinking? They could just be having that one bottle of water all day and just carry it around with them. I know that I've been guilty of that before, just nursing that one little bottle of water. But you have to drink plenty of water because, as you know, water flushes out the toxins in our body. And if you're not drinking enough water, you will retain water. And so that's gonna show a higher number on the scales, especially if you're into trying to see the scale budge. One reason why it's not budging is because you're retaining water from not drinking enough water. And so the more water you drink, the less you're going to retain water. Another thing that a lot of people do is that they do only cardio. They do cardio all the time. That's one of the things that I was really, really, truly guilty of, is just doing cardio. Cardio is great. It does wonders for the heart and lungs, and it's great for the bones too. But doing only cardio, you're not going to see the results that you're looking for. Primarily because when you start doing cardio, the more you do, the more that you have to do in order to see results. Let's say that you walk a mile every single day, and that's your exercise. Guess what? After a few weeks, that 1 mile, that's gonna be pretty normal for your body, and so you're not gonna see any results. In fact, you can start gaining weight if you're only doing that 1 mile, because your body's gotten used to that 1 mile, so that 1 mile is no longer effective, because your body has become so efficient at doing that walk. And you're going to realize, especially if you're using a heart rate monitor, if you constantly doing 1 mile walks, you're going to realize that your calorie burn is less. And so since your calories that you're going to be burning are less, and if you're still eating more, guess what? That equals weight gain. Or it can also equal to, the scale not moving. Even if you don't gain weight, you're not going to definitely lose any, especially if you're only doing cardio and you're doing the same amount all the time, and it's the same workout. I have this friend who runs all the time, and that's all she ever does. Yet, she's pretty slim, but she's picked up weight over the years, primarily because all she does is run. So she's been able to keep herself, at a decent weight, but now she's concerned because she's gaining weight. But I've explained to her it's only because she does the same run every single day. Well, every time she works out, it's the same thing. She just runs, and that's it. No weightlifting, no other form of toning exercises or any of that. Another reason that you may not be losing weight is because you're not getting enough sleep. You have to get enough sleep each night. That's the only way that our body can recuperate from all of the work that it's done. And when you're rested, you can work out harder, and then your body has time to recover. And so not getting enough sleep, you're going to be tired, or you're not going to put in the energy that you would have put in had you had rest. And so that may be one reason why you're not losing weight, because you're not working out as hard as you would have had you had plenty of rest. Another thing that might hinder our weight loss is trying to work out on an empty stomach. I know that it seems like it may be productive, but really, if you're working out on an empty stomach, to me, I just think that that goes along with, like the lack of sleep. You're not burning, you're not working up to your fullest potential. Because you need food to fuel your body while you're working out. And if you're doing it on an empty stomach, I just don't think you're going to have the energy to work out at a pace that you would have worked out, had you had something to eat. And I used to love just waking up the first thing in the morning, and the first thing that I do is just work out. And I still do that sometimes, but I'm learning now to grab a little something to eat, even if it's nothing but an apple or something before I work out. So those things are starting to, they're starting to have benefits for me. And I find that working out after eating an apple or couple of grapes or whatever, it really fuels me through the workout. And also drinking some water right before the workout is good too. That way you're hydrated when you work out and you don't have the tendency to lose energy during that workout. Let's see, what else? Healthy foods, eating too much healthy foods. Believe it or not, that can hinder your weight loss, because some of our healthiest foods have tons of calories, like nuts and seeds and things of that nature. And olive oil, we all know that olive oil is good for you, but guess what? Too much of it is not good, because olive oil has lots of calories. Eating nuts, that has lots of calories, but they all have health benefits, and they're classified as healthy foods. So what we have to do is just to, continue to use those things, but do it in moderation. We have to do everything in moderation. That's the one thing that you really have to remember. And sometimes people skip whole food groups in an effort to lose weight, but sometimes that can backfire, because when you take out one food group, you're gonna substitute it with something else. And so sometimes, let's say you're cutting out carbs. What usually ends up happening is that you're starting to get too much protein or something else in another food group, or too much fat, too much protein. So it's best just to eat a balance. And don't try to skip whole groups or anything. Eat something from every food category each day, if possible. And the grand finale. One reason that you may not be losing weight is this: diet soda. I have to tell you, I was a big diet soda drinker, but not anymore. Diet soda, it wrecks your metabolism. It's horrible. So if you can, try not to drink it at all. And if you do, try to limit the consumption to one a day. Actually, I wouldn't even say one per day, but if you have to drink it, don't drink any more than one, because it's filled with chemicals. It's filled with chemicals, and it's just not healthy for you. It's really not. If health is what you're about, try to come up with a better alternative. I like drinking fruit-infused waters. Putting fresh lemon and lime, cucumbers. That makes the water taste really delicious. And then sometimes I put some mint in it, when I put the fruit in it. Things like that, that makes the water really taste good. Yes, it adds calories to the water, but not that much. It's really negligible when you consider other drinks that you may have, like fruit juices, which is filled with tons of calories as well as a bunch of sugar. Whereas when you have the water with the fresh fruit juices, or even sliced fruit in it, it's not that bad. The calories, like I said, it's very minimal. And it's healthy. You're getting nutrition from it. And some people also believe that it detoxifies the body. It helps to detox the body. But for me, I like it because it's delicious. Whether it's working as a detox or not, I don't know. But it's good, and I use it as an alternative to diet soda. I don't drink the fruit infused waters every day, but I do drink them several times a week. But I really prefer just plain water, but to each his own. But, and another thing that people are one thing that's keeping us from losing pounds as well is wearing clothes that's too big. When you have clothes that are too big, you really can't see the weight that you're gaining. And sometimes when you do see the weight, it's a little too late, because by then the clothes that you're wearing that are too big, they're finally starting to get a little too tight. By then you've already picked up, several pounds. So it's best to wear clothes that fit. That way, if it starts to feel a little snug, it's time to start cutting back. But I hope these tips have been really helpful to you. Limit the diet soda. Make sure you get plenty of sleep. Make sure you eat from every food group. Make sure not to overeat on the healthy stuff. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Try to work out. Hopefully you won't work out on an empty stomach, and if you do, just try to limit those times. And maybe a small snack, maybe some yogurt, maybe a handful of grapes or anything, so you won't work out on an empty stomach. Make sure you do something in addition to cardio. Cardio is wonderful. It does wonders for the body. But make sure you're also doing some weight-bearing exercises in the form of lifting weights. Maybe you might want to do some yoga or calisthenics, something that's going to help you build and tone muscles. So, guys, I hope you find that this was helpful, and I'll be back at you again next week. Until next time,